Hi, tonight we're going to talk about what is Christian mysticism. Christian mysticism is waking up to reality and falling in love with the essence, energy, and consciousness of the universe, as the separation is only in mind, not in the soul. It starts with awakening that we are a part of a great union where we live, depend upon, and interact with other parts of creation in different relationships. The experience of unity is where we open up to new ideas and dimensions of reality as we identify with the undivided whole, like Jesus said, I and the Father are one. Jesus wants to forgive the perceptions that we have in duality so we can awaken to the one consciousness he labels Father. Instead of just sharing atoms and energy, the mystic Jesus wants us to experience a unity with everything to find our purpose. It is a physical, biological, mental, and thoughtful experience where we open up to new ideas and dimensions of reality. This is the grace and gift of an intuitive mind because it brings contentment and happiness with what we have and where we are in the present moment. Albert Einstein says, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. In the experience of unity with everything, there is nothing missing because everything we need to be happy is with us in that moment. Our rational mind invests most of its time worrying about money, reputation, and forgetting about just being happy. Mysticism is a reintroduction to bliss, which is the happiness of just being human while delighting in the way things are in the present moment. Swami Dhyan says, we are basically all one. We are one being, one consciousness, one whole. We are all connected to each other. We are all parts of the same whole. How we treat others is how we treat ourselves. If we treat others badly, we are really treating ourselves badly. If we hate others, we are really hating ourselves. If we love others, we are basically loving ourselves. Jesus says the same thing. Love your neighbor as yourself. Mystic Jesus brings us to the consciousness that we are one with the universe and that the universe is always changing in separation, but the same and always the same in unity. He teaches that we are independent and that our well-being depends on the well-being of others, as well as the world we live in. Our rational mind sees individual things in duality, the waves and the ocean currents as barriers separating us. But the divinity within is aware of interconnected ecosystems that are continuous in one ocean. Mysticism recognizes that individual lives are like waves because they tell our history that is interwoven with the greater ocean where we find contentment, satisfaction, and happiness in unity. This one ocean of pure consciousness we Christians call the Father, and the waves pushed up out from it, still connected, are our individual expressions. We are all connected, we are all connected to this one subtle energy of pure consciousness that is penetrating and all-pervasive, and we are aware of it. We are in heaven. Wayne Dyer says, heaven on earth is a choice we must make, not a place we must find. Mysticism is the base of all religions, and Jesus showed us Christian mysticism beyond the religious concepts that have become the political conflicts we see today. Jesus' main concept was a divinity within, and he showed us the way inside to experience it with love and unity. This is the Christian path to heaven, or bliss, as expressed in other spiritual practices, because there are infinite paths to reach the infinite. The Christian way to bliss, heaven on earth, is to move away from the untold suffering, hate, and anger observed in the news and society. Religion builds a wall around a small portion of the infinite and calls it God. But love opens the gates and teaches that energy flows in every direction, showing us that God is all around and inside us. Deepak Chopra says, unity consciousness is the state of an enlightenment, where we pierce the mask of illusion, which creates separation and fragmentation. Behind the appearance of separation is the one unified field of wholeness. Here, the seer and the scenery are one. Mysticism is allowing the light to flow through us unobstructed, choosing to let the light shine even after a storm. We don't remove darkness, light does it for us. It is doing what we love, not necessary to do what is expected, as light expands beyond the mind, showing us the way beyond fear to happiness and bliss. We are an independent wave in an ocean of consciousness, where our soul is aware of the ocean in the present moment. So relax, let the soul take over. Sadhguru says, do not try to fix whatever comes in your life. Fix yourself in such a way that whatever comes, you will be fine. Christian mysticism is experiencing the light in collective consciousness, then observing that energy in all beings and in ourselves. The divinity within reveals the light in everything and every religion, while our mind moves us to separation, not unity. Our souls are connected in love beyond our mind and the spiritual experience. So if we want light, we need to transform ourselves to where the light is shining and can brighten our way. Love awakens our consciousness. So in Christian mysticism, what we call it is grace that gives the mystics an epiphany, an intuitive grasp of the nature of reality through an illuminating discovery or realization. Ramana Maharishi said, God is not only in the heart of all, He is the prop of all. He is the source of all, their abiding place and their end. All proceed from Him, have their stay in Him, and finally resolve in Him. Therefore, He is not separate. Thank you.